Okay, so first when you open AutoCAD, you have to take a new file, anything, okay, and then you have to give this command start up. Once you give startup command, you have to choose 1 as the value. If the startup value is set to something else like 3, then if you choose new file, you will get template box. And there are various different templates. Some of them are for feet, some of them for inches, mm and all. So it's always better to start from scratch, and hence we need to change this command startup enter 1 enter. And now when you choose a new file, you will get the two options. Imperial is used by civil people. The size of the sheet will be very small. It will be 12 on the width, 9 on the height. We need metric, which will give us 420 on the horizontal and 297 on the vertical. So that is the A3 size. So some of the people prefer to use the limits option, but limits option is obsolete, because when we are using the limits option now, the plane, the space available here in 3D is infinite. Practically it's infinite. Fine. So just by setting the limits, we will not be changing the things like that dimension, what is the size of the dimension text and other stuff. But if you are using this method, the startup method, and choosing from scratch, all the settings will be automatically decided. Okay. So take a metric file and you can start. Now you need to make the changes, settings you need to create, and you have to save it as a template. So what is the first setting you have to change? There are various settings. So in the manual, we are first told to select the layout as A4 paper. So we have to go to the layout, right click on layout and select page setup. Here go to modify, and from here you have to choose A4 sheet. Here if you want, you can go for the PDF, because printer may not be attached to each and every computer. You can just save it as a PDF. PDF you can export it or mail it, and then using any computer which has PDF reader, you can take a printout of that. So choose PDF, size take it as A4, which is already selected. Choose landscape. If you want portrait, portrait means the height will be more. You can choose portrait or landscape. I'll just keep it as landscape and close. So this is my A4 sheet, and this is the drawing area. This is the area in which whatever I'm drawing in the model space, it can be adjusted here. Fine. So for example, if I'm creating something like a circle of 100 radius, then I'll create a rectangle of some length 100 and height 90. Fine. So suppose this is a machine diagram I've created. When I open the layout, it will appear here. So next thing you have to set is the scale. How to set the scale? You just have to double click inside, or you can choose this button over here. Okay. So paper and model. So when it is in paper space, you can move the paper. When you move to model space, you can change what is visible on the paper. So you have to set it correctly. To set it correctly, we have to choose zoom option. In that we have an option called scale, and scale we have to choose as 1 XP. If you choose 1 XP as the scale, and when you are taking the print, what happens is, if you have drawn this as 100, we have drawn this as 100. So after you take the print, there also it will appear as 100 exactly. You can take the scale after print and measure it. It will remain as 100. So in some cases wherein the drawing is not, the sheet is not enough for your drawing. If your drawing is very big, then you go for zoom, scale, half. So for half, you have to choose 0.5 XP. So now the scale is 1:2. 1:2 scale. Fine. So we have set the A4 paper, and next we have to create the title block. So now for the title block, there are some measurements given here. Okay, here. So these are the measurements given. I'll just expand it a little. Fine. So 65 and 170. So I can go on to create that. So I'll create a rectangle of dimensions. How much? Okay, where is it here? 170 and 65. So I'll have to choose 170 horizontal and 65 vertical. Click somewhere. Now this rectangle, you move it, this corner, move it to the bottom left corner. Then you can explode it. Explode command is X, enter. So now you can see the individual lines have come here. Fine. So now these lines you can, offset and create copies of that to get this complete table. Once that complete table is done, you can just move your diagram here and double click outside, or you can click here. You are back in the paper space. Now the scale here is 1:2. Clear? So now the layout is set. So both the things that we had, they have been set. Let's go back now to the experiment. Next we have to set the line weight. Okay, fine. So here we have to create a layer. Now for creating layer, the command is LA enter. This is the layers box. Now I can create new layers by clicking on this button. So we need different names. First layer we need for dimensions. Then one layer we need for solid lines. These are the visible edges. One layer we will need for hidden edges. And okay, text and all, everything you can keep in dimensions. Fine. So what are the layers he wants us to create? One layer with name solid. Its line weight should be 0.8 mm. So solids layer, this is the solids layer. Line weight is over here. I want that to be 0.8. Click OK. Now it is set. And next he wants us to create a layer named dimensions, which I have already done. Layers dimensions should have line weight of 0.35. So dimensions layer, line weight 0.35. Click OK. Next we need another layer by name hidden. I've already created it. The line weight we need 0.4. So hidden layer, line weight, create 0.4. And one more thing we want here is we want the line type as -2. So we have to create line type. So this is line type over here. Right now it is continuous. Click on that, load, and from this list we have to choose, is that -2. Okay, where is -2 -2? Select, click OK. Now it is loaded. Click OK. Now once again go to continuous, choose -2, click OK. So by default these dashed lines will not be available. You have to first load it and then you can use it. And I think one more layer is asking. Is he asking? Yeah, axis and other layer. So one more layer I want. Click on the new layer. Name it as axis and other lines. So this one I want that to be continuous. Line type is continuous. And yeah, line type I have to change. Line type. So line weight I'll just keep it as default. And line type I will change it. So now I need center line type. Again I have to load it. It's not available directly. So center 2. This is the line type, which is convenient. For metric system, this is the best which you can choose. Again choose center. Okay. Now all the settings have been saved. So all these layers we have created it. Next is okay, axis also we have created. So 4 layers we have created. Now text style we need to set it to simplex. So default text style that is available, it's not very good. So if you take dt command and create a text, you see the text, it appears very jagged. It's not very smooth and it doesn't look beautiful. So let us change the text style. The command you have to give is st. From here you have to choose simplex. So simplex text is much more smoother and it looks much more beautiful. So choose simplex, click OK. So now you can see the text looks much better. Size we can choose it there itself. So next, the last setting that we have to change is for dimensions. So when you draw dimensions, the text size of the dimensions, it's very small. So we need to make it slightly bigger. So what you have to do is give the command d-enter, go to modify dimensions, go to text option, and text height is available here. So you have to change this height to 4. 4 is good enough for us. Arrow size also you change here. Arrow size also you change it to 4. Text size and arrow size both you change to 4. Then click OK. And also, okay, this setting is better. So you can see here, if you are choosing aligned, the radius appears like this. If you choose ISO, the radius becomes horizontal. So this is slightly better compared to what it was initially. So make these settings: text size 4, arrow size 4, and in text choose ISO standard. Click OK. Click close. So now you can see the text is slightly bigger. And if you want, you can see the comma is appearing here instead of decimal point. Comma is appearing there. So that also you can change. Just go there, modify, and go to primary units. So here there is an option for decimal separator. So change it to period. So this now becomes better. This is much better. So this appears like a dot instead of a comma. Fine. So all the settings we have created. Erase everything and now save. So for saving, click here, go to save as. From this menu you have to choose template. You don't want to save it as a drawing file. A drawing file cannot be used as a template. So go to template, AutoCAD drawing template, and it will by default go to template folder. Don't save it here because our systems have deep freeze. So the moment you restart your computer, your template will be gone. So go to D drive, create a new folder here with your own name. So if you are a student, you can use your hall ticket number or roll number. Create that folder, go inside that folder and create this template. And the same template we'll be using again and again for in all our labs. Okay. So this is the default template with some layers, and settings. You can keep some description, save it. Okay. So now if you go to my computer into D drive in your folder, this template will be there. Fine, I'll just close AutoCAD. And the next time when you come to the lab and you have to start a drawing, just go here to your D folder and double click on the template. So when you double click on a template, that template will load with all your settings that you have done in the first class. It will load. Fine. And you can directly start using them. So here you can see all the layers are present here, ready-made. So all their settings that you have done, the line type, line weight, all of them are ready. And when you save the file now, it will not save to the template. It will save to another file. It will ask you to give another name. So now we are saving it as a drawing file for 2018 version. Okay. So if you want to open your drawing in an older version, you have to save it with an older version. Suppose you don't have if you want to send the drawing to some other person who is not having the latest version. Suppose he is having 2006 version. So in that case, you have to choose 2004 version. Now when you save to the older version, the advantage is you can open that drawing with an older version. But attached with that, there is a disadvantage. The newer features which were added after the 2014 version, those will not be saved in the file. Okay? So there are advantages as well as disadvantages. So based on what is convenient for you, you can accordingly choose it. So I'm just saving it as 2008 version file. I can give it the file name, whatever experiment I'm doing. For example, I'm doing a sectional view in this lab. So just give it as sectional view. Start drawing. So layout is there, title block is there. You have to draw it, of course. When you're saving the template, you have to draw it and save it. The template is there along with all the layer settings, text style, everything has been set. You can just directly start making your drawing. This saves a lot of your time. Thank you.